We're a Division III member of the NCAA. We're an athletics program that has 19 sports, 10 women's programs, 8 men's programs in the sport of co-ed sport of sailing. We have about 450 students here at Salve Regina that are members of our varsity programs. Our emphasis is always going to be on academic and athletic excellence. We take great pride in the results that we accomplish on the field of play. We also take a tremendous amount of pride in the performance that our student athletes have in the classroom.
It's really funny when people think of D3, they think of they compare it to D1 and they think that D3 isn't anything where comparable to D1, where I think that's wrong. I feel like our coaches, well, the head baseball coach here knows a lot about the game. Coming from a Division I program and now coming down to his alma mater, I feel like he brings a lot to the table.
We do it because we love it, and we also put in a lot of hours, just like the student athletes do. And I think because we see each other working so hard every day, and we see our student athletes working so hard every day, there is a real sense of community and family that is, I think, unique to this institution. I actually care about the scores of the other teams. I think the other coaches are actually watching what we're doing, just like the student athletes.
I love the support that everyone shows, whether it's ice hockey, basketball, field hockey, football, volleyball. Everyone is always supporting every team. And the coaches are really the ones who push their teams, so-and-so is playing tonight, you should head over to that game. And they are so aware of every team on this campus.
Salve is a really tight-knit community, so they know you by face. You're not just another name on the roster. It really does wrap up the whole kind of welcoming atmosphere here at Salve. Coaches, say hello, you get to joke around with coaches.
He has the coaching title, but he's there as your brother. He wants you to succeed.
The relationship between student athletes and coaches, and between coaches and coaches, is very, very unique and very friendly. And they would do anything for anybody. And I feel like that's really unique and what makes Salve Athletics stand out among the rest.
I think a lot of our coaches here take a lot of pride in just bumping into kids on a daily basis. We call it the bump rule, or at least I do. It's a different generation, and so you have to be more in tune with what's going on with the kids on a day-to-day basis. Now they want to know, hey, where do I stand? And for us, it's how you doing academically, how are you doing socially. You want to not know everything, but know enough where you can kind of be in tune with the kids and what's going on.
The type of student athlete that we have here at Salve Regina is somebody that's passionate about playing sports, but also equally passionate about receiving an education from our university. Our hope is that the things that they're going to learn as a representative of our athletics program is going to equip them when they go out into the real world.
Academics is really huge, being part of a student athlete, because one, if you're not getting it done in the classroom, you can't even play outside the classroom. So Coach really does stress the whole academic aspect of Salve and of athletics. Our team GPA was a 3.2 last year, so that alone speaks for the type of dedication we do have to academics.
I think they're as serious about their academics as they are about their athletics, which is a nice thing. And the fact that we're a Division III school allows them to do that. Basketball is not their job. Being a student is their job, and basketball is something that they get to do because they love it.
I think the really important thing is the student comes before the athlete, and our coaches, going back to our coaches, say that to us all the time. If you have practice, but you have a class at the same time, you go to that class. You don't miss class for a practice.
Support is always there. The faculty love to hear about wins. They love to hear about the games. They know you're an athlete.
Academic support of the athletes is unreal at the school.
And I think a lot of it has to do with that faculty mentor program that we have now, and the professors become very invested.
And every team has an advisor.
I know a lot of teachers come to games as well. We have someone on the staff is teacher who is our mentor for girls hockey, and that's always, and she always comes into locker rooms before games, which is a luck. So it builds the community between school and sports.
And it's really nice to know that they have like a personal kind of relationship with you outside of the classroom, which is really nice.
We've been very I don't want to say fortunate because I think that we created our own fortune in that we have hardworking students, and the culture of the women's basketball team is to be good academically.
Last spring, our cumulative GPA for 450 student athletes was 3.11, so that's something that we're always going to celebrate right along with our many athletic achievements.
The one thing about college is you don't want to be the same person leaving as you did coming in. And there's some schools that you're just another number. I think at Salve, it's more about the growth and how you develop, and so check us out. I mean, that's the big part of it, and meet the people, because when you go somewhere and you feel it in your gut, you know.
It just, everything that Salve is about is what I want to be a part of. The close-knit community, the friendships, the relationships you grow and with your coaches and teammates and faculty. It's really nice, and it makes you feel a part of something bigger than yourself, which is really nice. And I just feel that Salve was literally, the place where I could spend my 4 years and have the time of my life and, become a better person.
Here I feel like I've made an impact and I've made a lasting impression and left my name, maybe for hockey, maybe for education, maybe as being the Seahawk. But I know that there's something that I've left here, and that's what I wanted, and I think for that reason alone, I'm happy with my choice.
I mean, I think that the direction in which the people that are in charge of this institution is going is really going to lead us to be able to achieve some things we haven't in the past.
Sports have obviously come around. We've gotten better in each conference and postseason play.
I just think they seek success and the challenge of making Salve a better place, better program. I mean, you think of football, you think of the basketballs, you think of all the teams over the last 5 or 6 years, everyone's getting better, and it's becoming contagious.
So when I think of Salve Athletics, I think of like a new beginning kind of for us. We've been around for a while, but people are just starting to get to know us.